ministries to where we're not running around doing busy work, but we're actually spending time in relationships, making disciples that make disciples, starting with our employees, our families, and the people directly in our lives. So everything we do on these is live Q&A. If you are an active subscriber of Scalability, you have access to join us. We text you and email you every week, letting you know we're here with the link to where you can join us backstage. And then I go live here on YouTube and we walk through stuff. We'll live build funnels, we'll live build automations, and then we kick off YouTube and we do live Q&A. So as a subscriber, keep an eye on your email and your text messages so that you get the links to join us live in the back room. Today, I want to show you how to use the kind of the management side of things, right? How do you add staff members? How do you check your payments and your products? How do you check your billing to see how much you're spending on texts and emails and all of that? Your integrations, the little things that a lot of people forget about. And because we want you to have actual businesses that are scalable, the more comfortable you are with having an actual business, the easier it will be for you to run that business. Because a lot of people, if you don't understand how to manage your business day to day, or you won't do it. Like everybody waits till the end of the year to get all their stuff together for taxes. Everybody waits till they have to do something and then they try to figure it all out. So I want to show you like things you should check regularly so that you're not waiting until the end of the year and then going, oh man, or you're not waiting until you have a problem or waiting until you have a new employee to try and figure out each piece. So that's what today is. I'm going to show you how to just kind of navigate around the integrations, adding staff members, all that. So let's jump in to a demo account here. As always, we will have this cool mirror effect while we jump over. So here, if we jump into your dashboard inside of Scalability, when you log in, you're always going to come to your dashboard first. Now, this is a demo account so that we can poke around without giving anybody's information away. But when you log in, you're going to see your dashboard first. Now, if we scroll down on this left sidebar here, you see your conversations, calendars, contacts, all of those things, automation, your sites, and your stuff where you'll actually build. Now, if we go all the way to the bottom, though, you see your settings. When we click on settings, this brings it into all the techie stuff that everybody's like, oh no. So this is what we want to simplify today. Your business info is the first thing that comes up, your business profile for Scalability. This information right here on this page, so this info right here on the left, your address on the right, and the information right underneath it with authorized representative and business information, this is the information that is pulled for automations, telephone numbers, all of that type of stuff throughout the rest of your Scalability account. So if you build automation and you put in the little code to pull your account email, it's going to pull the account email address from right here. You want this address here to be for your LLC, matching the legal name right here. And then underneath that, your EIN number and everything here. Because when you go to register for a phone number, it pulls the information from here. So having this piece set up allows you to have the proper foundation in place so that it can feed into your automations and help you get your numbers and everything easier. Right underneath that, on this right side right here, is where you can duplicate opportunities, mark emails as invalid as to hard bounce, validate phone numbers, validate email addresses. If I toggle these on, see right here, we don't have an email set up, so it's not going to work. But if we toggle these on, we're telling this to check the email address and check the phone numbers when things come, when new contacts come, to make sure that we're not wasting money sending texts and emails to people on our list that aren't good texts and emails. Right underneath that, we've got compliance stuff to where you can actually customize your unsubscribe message. So you see here, it says reply stop to unsubscribe. You can click customize and type whatever you want. The same with sender information and email. On the left side, we've got our voicemail settings. So this is where you can upload your own voicemail to where when people call into your number, they're going to get your voicemail. And then right underneath that over here on the right, you're going to see the missed call text back. And this is where if somebody calls into your number and you don't answer it, it can automatically send a text message back. If we just toggle that off, it won't. It'll basically, they just won't get anything, or they'll get your voicemail if you have it. If we toggle that on, they're going to get your voicemail, and then it'll also send them a text message afterwards. So this section right here kind of controls a lot of things throughout the rest of your account. Right underneath that on the left, you'll see company billing. And this is where a lot of people get confused. Naturally, I can't show it to you. Hold on just a second. Let's see if let me grab an account that has a payment method on it so that we can show you what this looks like. Because I want to make sure that we're showing you how to find your texting and your emails and stuff like that. Let me grab a different account for you. This is how you know it's really live, because we're actually doing it in front of you. Okay, here we go. All right, so now if we jump over to scalability, if you click on company billing here on the left, you'll see the plan that you're signed up for, right? And right underneath that, it gives you your next billing date, $97 per month. On the right, you'll see your actual transactions, your billing history. And then right underneath that, you'll see your card on file. Underneath that, you'll see your wallet. Your wallet is what feeds your texting and your emails. So when you put money into your wallet balance here, and then you send 5 text messages at less than half a penny a piece, it subtracts that money from this wallet balance. Okay, and then underneath that, you see we have auto recharge with, and then when balance is lower than. So here we're saying when the balance gets lowered, hits 0, automatically charge this card $10 and put $10 back in my wallet. And then as you send texts and emails, and if you have a phone number, there's like $2 to $4 a month to have the phone number. It subtracts that off of your wallet balance and then automatically refreshes it and adds another $10. That way it's continuously keeping a balance there, so that if you have texts and emails going out on automation, they continue to send. Now, if we click on see transactions right underneath this green box, this is actually going to bring us into your monthly summary. And so here you can see where your money is being spent. So if we scroll down here, you'll see this month so far, $1.73. This month, last month, $1.73. The month before, $5.17. And right here, you'll see a list of everything inside of scalability. And if you click other charges, it will expand that list. And you can see here exactly where it went. So on this particular one, you can see phone numbers cost $5.17.5. And then on this date, it was 1.725 for the actual phone numbers. So here, there's zeros everywhere else, but it's showing us exactly where that money was spent. So we spent 1.75 or 1.73, and it went towards having the actual phone number. If I scroll down below, it'll give you a breakdown of those charges. So this is how you check to see where your money's going. Now, this is a good habit to get into to run an actual company, because you have to keep track of things. Right here on the right, you can click on these and it will drop down and show you this was a monthly subscription. This was a monthly subscription, monthly subscription. If you have wallet recharges, right down here where it hits 0 and it recharges, it's going to show up right here. So you'll always be able to look at this and go, okay, this is what we're spending every month. And see, it says November, October, September, August. You can actually see these are the months we spent it. And if you're sending a lot of texts and emails, you'll be able to get a good guideline of how much you're spending each month on texts and emails because of wallet recharges. So that's your billing, the basic overview of how to find everything. Staff on the left is kind of the next thing. Everybody's always like, how do I add employees? How do I bring people onto my team? Because ultimately, that's what we're trying to do, right? We want to build a business that you could scale up and leverage the automation, but also in the future, leverage people. So people can come in and do things for you. So we simply come into My Staff, and then in the top right, click Add Employee. And here, there's very few things you need to put in. But let's say we put in their name. You're going to put in their phone number, their email. We're going to put in a phone number, and then you can assign them a password. I just use something like temp-2023 exclamation. Temporary, right? You can put whatever you want. And then underneath this, don't worry about the rest of this for now, right? So when you put in their information at the top, don't worry about their signature right away, and then come right down to user permissions and user roles. I don't even worry about the voicemail, availability, and calendar. Just use user permissions and user roles at the beginning. Once you start figuring out what you're doing, you got this down, you see all the stuff you can dig into. But if we click on permissions, this will open up everything in your scalability account, and you can decide what this person has access to. So if this person is just a funnel builder or a designer, they don't need access to marketing or AdWords or call reporting or agent reporting. They don't need blogging. They don't need attribution reporting. They don't need Facebook ads. They don't need lead value. They don't need online listings. You can go through and you can literally remove whatever they don't need access to where they only have access to the funnels and the websites to where they can go in and do the designs. Okay, so you can toggle on and off whatever you want, and then click on user roles and simply make them an admin or a user. That's it. If I make them a user, they're going to be logged. They're going to be added as a team member with the name, phone number, and email that I put in up above. They're going to be a user, and they're going to have access to these things. And then you simply click save. That's it. The system will send them an email, and it will give them a button to log in. It'll give them a username and their password, and boom, they're a team member. That's it. And that's all you have to do to add staff members. They are not going to have your username and password. They will have their own. So that way, when somebody logs in to scalability and is working leads and working things on your behalf, you're able to track everything that they're doing. When they add notes to a contact card, it'll show up with their name and the time and date that they put it on there. Things like that. So there's some basic things that a lot of people don't know how to do, but are very important when it comes to actually running your business. Now, some of the next things over here on the left, you'll see the email services are our first 5 things you should do, walks you through getting a dedicated domain. Your phone number's on the left here. This is where you can have as many phone numbers as you want. And when you go through the A2P registration, they're actually registering your company with the national database. So if you get 5 different phone numbers for 5 different businesses or 5 different marketing campaigns, all the phone numbers will get approved with the national database under your business information when they run your A2P. There's, like I said, our first 5 videos walk you through how to set that up, so I'm not going to spend time on it here. But this is where you can go to check on those numbers. Underneath that, if we scroll all the way down, we want to grab integrations here. This is where you can actually connect your Google account so that you can have your calendars inside of Scalability connecting to your Google Calendar. This is where you connect your QuickBooks and your Facebook and Instagram and your LinkedIn and things like that. Underneath that is Labs. Labs is where you can go, and you see here, there's new things that are happening. We're always updating the software, upgrading, adding new cool things. So you see here, there's a new appointment booking widget that's live in 43 days. But if we toggle this on right here, it's live immediately right now inside of this account. So by coming in here, I get kind of like exclusive access to things that aren't in the software yet, right? So when I toggle these things on, it puts the software in here before the 12 days, before the 43. Like right now, by toggling that on, we get the new booking widget actively working in our account right now, and we kind of get to work that through the beta while it's all going on. And then in live in 43 days means in 43 days, it automatically gets turned on in everybody's account. So anything that's in the labs here is going to become an active part of the software. And you see here, it's different. This one will be live in 9 days. This one's 26 days. This one's 12 days. And so by coming in here, we're just getting access to them before they're technically pushed into everybody's accounts anyway. Okay. So this is some of the things that people struggle with is running these things and checking them. I like to tell people make once a week, right? On Monday, do an audit of everything, or a Friday, do an audit of everything. And when I say do an audit of everything, we're just saying block out 30 minutes or an hour on your schedule every Monday where you go into your scalability account and you check your billing and you make sure the stuff you're getting charged for is stuff you're spending. Especially if you have a staff or a team, you want to see, did somebody screw up and send out 10,000 emails without telling you? Right? Like it'll show up there. And so it's how you keep track of what's inside of your account and who's doing what. Okay. Underneath that, I think right where we were at, let me take a look at it. The next thing I want to kind of give you guys is a look at how to set up your products, your invoices, and kind of check on those things. And we can talk a little bit about that, but a lot of people struggle with where do we get that? Where do we find it? And so I want to show you real quick how we do that. And then we can jump into more Q&A as well. So if we go into the demo account here again, when you log in, you have your dashboard. And then if we click on payments in this left sidebar, here across the top, you'll see proposals and estimates, invoices, orders, subscriptions, transactions, products, coupons, settings, integrations. Integrations is where we're going to actually connect, our payment gateway. So here's a couple external ones you can use APIs with. There's Stripe and PayPal. And then if I go to products right above here, this is primarily what most people are going to use. You come into products, you can click create a product. And then here we can quickly and easily create products. We can give it a description. We can upload a picture. And then we choose, is this a physical good, a digital good, or a service? If it's a monthly subscription, I like to call it a service. If you're shipping a free book to somebody and they sign up, it's a physical good, of course. Digital goods would be like your courses. And then underneath that, you can set the price. And we can do one time or recurring. You give it an amount, $49 recurring monthly. And you can give them a trial period if you want and a setup fee if you want. Then here, if you put number of payments, so let's say somebody signs up for your service and it's 3 payments. When they choose this and buy it, it's just going to recur monthly 3 times if I put in 3. I can do a setup fee and it'll charge them the $247 once and then $49 a month for 3 months. If I leave this 0 number of payments or I don't fill that in, it's just going to keep going. It'll charge them every month until they cancel. So I am huge on subscriptions this year. I think everybody needs to have a subscription. We're moving away from the idea of spending a bunch of time building courses and actually building a monthly recurring revenue source through paid memberships. And this is all you have to do. You see here, I'm scrolled to the bottom already. That's it. You're putting a name on it. You're giving a description, upload a picture, say what type of product it is, set recurring, the amount, or one time the amount, and click save. When you save it, if you have your Stripe account integrated, right? Like if I clicked on integrations here and I had my Stripe account set up, it automatically creates this product in my Stripe account. So I created it in scalability and it automatically creates it in Stripe, and Stripe automatically starts taking that payment for me. Okay, then these products are what you actually attach to your sales funnels. So you build a website page and you put a payment form on there, and then you take this product and you attach it to that page. And that's how you can check that. Then when you click on payments, you're always going to be able to come in here and click on orders and track and see how many people have bought what. Subscriptions, if they're paying you monthly, it's going to show up right here. How many people are paying monthly and that churn rate. So you can actually check in on everything. So again, that's a good place to audit your company. You click on your payments, you see how many products have been sold, how many subscriptions you have, and it just gives you a quick overview so you don't have to go out to Stripe and be bouncing back and forth between software. We try to make it to where you can manage everything inside one place. That way it's not a lot of jumping around, not a lot of usernames and passwords to everything. I hope this serves you. I hope it was helpful. And as always, we're live every Wednesday here, walking through live building things, screen sharing, Q&A. And if you're an active subscriber, make sure you're checking your email and your text, because we'll send you links to join us live so that you can now jump into the Q&A, which we're getting ready to do. And then as always, if you're not, or you are. Either way, whichever works best for you. If you like these, don't like them, or have comments, put them in the comments below the video, because we check the comments and we answer your questions. So even if you're not a subscriber, but you have questions on the video, feel free to put your questions in the comments. We'll get them answered, and it helps us dial in the content and make it better for you so that we can serve you and help you win. Thank you for your time, and we'll catch you guys next week.